Ever wondered how your brain orchestrates your emotions, reactions, and overall well-being? Welcome to the fascinating world of neuroscience, where we unravel the mysteries of the brain, one neuron at a time. At the heart of our emotional landscape, hormones play a starring role. Let's spotlight a few key players: cortisol, oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. Each has its unique part in the grand performance that is our daily life. Let's take a closer look at cortisol. Often dubbed the stress hormone, cortisol is essential for our survival. It's like a backstage manager, stepping in when the show or our life faces a crisis. It's released when we're under threat, priming our body for the fight or flight response. This hormone diverts energy to essential functions like powering our muscles to run from danger. But what happens when the curtains never close? When our body is continually flooded with cortisol? Here's the twist. Our brain, in all its complexity, struggles to distinguish between a real threat and an imagined one. So whether we're facing a ferocious predator or fretting about an upcoming presentation, our brain activates the same alert system, releasing cortisol to protect us. Now, imagine this happening repeatedly, every day. The constant state of alert can lead to an overflow of cortisol, causing a domino effect in our bodies. It can lead to stress, hair loss, and even disease. It's as if our brain is stuck in a loop, replaying unpleasant emotions and reactions. This cycle is what we commonly refer to as stress. It's the fear of losing a job, breaking up with a partner, falling ill, and countless other worries that plague our daily lives. With our brain unable to differentiate between real and imagined threats, we find ourselves in a constant state of emergency. Your brain, ingeniously designed, doesn't differentiate between real or imagined threats, activating an alert system that can sometimes lead to stress and disease. Understanding this is the first step towards better well-being. And remember, this is just the start of our journey into the mind. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the intricate workings of our brain and how we can harness its power for our well-being. Now, let's shift our focus to the 4 hormones responsible for your happiness: dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, and serotonin. These are the 4 key players in the orchestra of your joy, the quartet that strums the chords of your happiness. Each has a unique role, yet together they create a harmonious symphony of well-being. Dopamine, often called the reward hormone, is all about that sense of accomplishment. It's the high five your brain gives you after ticking off a task on your to-do list, the pat on the back when you reach a milestone. Then there's oxytocin, the love hormone. It engenders trust, nurtures bonding, and strengthens relationships. It's the warm hug you give a loved one, the laughter shared with friends. Next in line is the painkiller of the group, endorphins. They're like your personal internal superhero, swooping in to save the day when you're in pain or under stress. They're the ones pumping you up during a strenuous workout, helping you push through that last mile. Lastly, but certainly not least, is serotonin, the mood stabilizer. It's the peacekeeper, the balance maintainer. It's the calm after the storm, the rest after the work. These hormones generate pleasant emotions, and the beauty of it all is that you can activate them through various routines, such as physical exercise, laughter, and hugs. The brain doesn't discriminate between real and imagined happiness. It simply responds to the signals it receives. Release these hormones, and the brain gets the message, it's time to feel good. But remember, it's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about cultivating a lasting sense of well-being. It's about understanding the intricate workings of your brain and harnessing that knowledge to better navigate the roller coaster of life. The journey to well-being starts with understanding how your brain functions. By activating the happiness quartet, you can start to influence your own happiness and well-being regardless of external conditions.